Good morning and welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. As you guys come into the room, please hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I want you guys to know how much I appreciate you so much. All of the old subscribers, all of the new subscribers, all of the future subscribers. I want you guys to know that I appreciate you so much. I always express the importance of hitting the like button because the like button helps to keep the video in the algorithm. Okay. This morning, I wanted to talk about um, a 22-month-old baby, a mother being charged in unaliving a 22-month-old baby. Y'all know I did a video on another case just the other day, and this is bothering me because this can't become a trend. This cannot become a trend where parents and especially parents and other adults are unaliving babies. Okay, this is crazy. I think at this point, I was just talking to somebody, one of my friends that worked for the PD, and I was saying this right. I think that people are just they're getting complacent with doing wrong because the laws are not stringent enough. There are no repercussions. Now, this happened in Hernando, Mississippi, and I love Hernando, Mississippi. Okay, um, but this happened in Hernando, where so it may be different because I'm gonna tell you some Mississippi laws are different. That's why everybody packing up and moving over the state line. Okay, and getting away from Tennessee at this point. Um, but this cannot become a trend. It can't, and I think it's just sad on so many levels, how vulnerable children are and what is happening to kids, and it's absolutely devastating to me. um I want to read this. This happened on June the 16th. It says a Como, Mississippi woman is facing charges in connection with with unaliving her infant in Hernando, Mississippi. According to Hernando police, at 4:30 p.m. Wednesday, officers learned that a woman had brought her unalived 22-month-old child to Baptist DeSoto Hospital in South Haven, Mississippi. Hernando police say investigators interviewed the woman who has been identified as 22-year-old Quantella Towns. Police say that investigators identified multiple inconsistencies regarding the death of her child. Thursday morning, Towns was arrested and charged with child deprivation of necessities with substantial harm. Towns has also been charged with the contribution to the neglect of delinquency of a child, giving a false statement to law enforcement, driving with a suspended driver's license, and not having a card as proof of insurance. Hey, they was mad as hell at her. Okay, they was mad as hell at what her. Hey, that's the difference in Mississippi, and until they get to the bottom of it, they'll hit you with every damn charge that they can hit you with. Okay, a big and small. Okay, until they can get her with the unaliving that child. Right. It says the Panola County um, Sheriff's Department took Towns into custody at her Como home. According to Hernando Police, Towns is currently being held at the DeSoto County Jail at $100,000. Okay, and don't nobody like being in the DeSoto jail. Okay, DeSoto, Mississippi. But y'all, this cannot become a trend. And while we're fighting with each other, like I say, people, give people so many excuses now. Well, they're mentally ill. Folks, it's been people didn't just start becoming mentally ill. Let's just get that straight, okay? Folks have been having mental issues, certain people, since the beginning of time, but they knew not to do a lot of what these people are doing. And these people doing it because they're getting away with it. Oh well, they'd be glad to put on some medicine. We'll send her to the crazy house, one of these mental institutions because they'll get a whole lot of money for housing her from the government, and we'll rehabilitate her and send her back out. God says we supposed to forgive. Yeah, but he never said that there weren't supposed to be some type of repercussions. I forgive you while you in jail for the rest of your life. People got the game confused, but it's all because of money, right? No, the black life is just not valued, not even by black people. And now people are just taking out their children. Okay, this is it's just it's sad. A 22-month-old baby. The other baby that I did the video on the other day was 4 years old, 22 months old. That's not even 2 years old yet. Okay, she was almost 2 years old. Okay, a year and a half. It's crazy on so many levels. Like I say, our children are just so vulnerable. If you don't want your kids, I love children. Okay, give them to me. I know I be busy a lot. I'll just have to pay somebody to babysit. My little grandbaby be getting on my nerves, but I would never in my life. I love that baby so much it's scary. Okay. And I dote on other people's children. So I can't understand like as much I was real protective of my very own kids. I was scared for people to keep them, and I was scared for when they was little. I don't lay her on her back. I'm scared she might choke. I always just hold her in your hand. If I had to leave them with one of my sisters or something, make sure y'all just hold them the whole time and look at them in case they might choke or something like that. Hey, I was just very protective, and most parents are very protective of their children even when they get older. But these folks taking out their own kids, I don't understand. And it's not just happening in Memphis and Mississippi, it's happening all around the world. I just have not pulled up news anywhere else. Okay. And like I said, it's becoming a trend. Let me see something. Hold on. Oh Lord, I put 2030. Lord, I'm not trying to rush the time away. Okay. Okay, so it says in Colorado 7 days ago, a mother was charged with unaliving her baby. Okay, that was in Colorado. Back in May, a South Carolina mother was charged with attempting to drown one of her children. Okay, June of this year, a mother in Atlanta unalived her baby by putting them in the oven. Lord have mercy. Y'all, what is going on? This happened June 2nd, 2023 in Atlanta. It says a woman facing trial for murder after two of her children were found unalive with their heads trapped in a oven was expected to appear in court Friday for a final plea hearing. Okay, but this happened in 2017. She's just having court proceedings. Okay. Ooh, Lord have mercy. Um, this is crazy. And what's so sad now, mother charged with unaliving 1 month old in what was this at? This happened 3 days ago in San Antonio, Texas. Y'all, this can become a trend. It's something going on. And if they knew, hey, people always, and I understand there are people that have mental illnesses, but these folks know what's right and what's wrong. If a person that don't know something is wrong, don't try and hide it. The moment they try and hide what they do after they do it, that lets me know they know it was wrong. Hell, I can remember. Hey, I get into stories because I've seen so much, especially of children being abused, working with the police department, having to do investigative work for human services and stuff like that. It's people are doing some heinous things to children. And women really have to be, and there's a lot of women doing it now, not just their boyfriends. The women are doing it because let me tell y'all something what's going on. Some of these women are so pathetic now. They get these boyfriends, okay, and they have issues because with the boyfriend being a pedo, okay, y'all know what I'm talking about, a pedo, and he's looking at her son or her little girl, and because she want him there so bad, she know that what he is, and she gets jealous of him showing that child more attention and want for him to hurt the child. My 4-year-old baby he give her more attention than me, and I was just jealous instead of gutting that nigga out. Ooh, y'all know it's Sunday. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go to church online today, okay, because I have to give my tithes and offerings, okay, because it stormed real bad last night, so I'm gonna go to church online. But okay, but instead of gutting him out, okay, I'll never forget, y'all. I was working for the PD when I first started working for Memphis Police Department, and they had this case where this mother had a 6-month-old baby. I may have spoken about this before. I can never forget it. Okay, and the mother went to work. They moved this man up in the house with her. They've been hurting babies for a long time. Okay, and these folks. That's the reason why I don't have no mercy on no pedo, no violator. Okay, men that like to violate women have those tendencies. Usually, that's what they are. Okay, pedos. Okay, they have all that built up aggression for women. Okay, and so because they know that a adult woman will fight back, they'll take it out on the child because they're sick, right? And so she left her 6-month-old baby at home with her boyfriend that she had moved into the house with her that she didn't really even know like that, right? And when she went to work, this boyfriend, okay, that was in his late 20s, so he knew better, tried to penetrate the child. Okay. He does you know what to the child. Penetrate. Now, I have children, I have girls. And any man or woman that has ever changed a child, whether they got nieces and nephews or cousins, they know that a 6-month-old baby ain't even open. So he rips the child apart. And see where he had ripped her apart. Oh, Lord have mercy. Goes to the Walmart and get needle and thread and try and sew the baby back up. So not only did he hurt that baby once, he hurt that baby twice. And I know, I used to feel guilty about I never let my girls go spend the night anywhere. I let them spend the night at a slumber party one time. And they had a cell phone and I was constantly calling. And sometimes I felt guilty. I was like, God, I always had everything at my house because I knew I was not going to have men running in and out of my house, and I was going to watch them, all of them, okay? And their parents always felt comfortable that they weren't going to be running in and outside. When they went to the pool, I went with them, okay? I was just that mother. They went to the movies, I would go with them. I said, y'all sit at the front, I'll be in the back. I'm not going to say a word. Because I work, and my daughter said, my daughter finally said to me recently, because I felt guilty for all these years, Mom, I'm happy that you was overprotective of us. We used to be real mad about it because they used to say, Mommy, you didn't let us go to slumber parties. I said, but y'all always had slumber parties at least twice a month. Yeah, but you didn't let us go and spend time at this person's house because I didn't know who their friends had running, in and out of their houses. I said, if something had happened to you all, then y'all would have been trying to make me feel guilty about that. But since my daughter has had her baby, okay, and she understands as a mother, she said, Mama, I'm so glad that you was overprotective of us. She said, I'm sure glad that you were. They appreciate it now that they are adults because they already know somebody was going to be stinking if they had, ever tried anything. And I never had a different, my kids can count the amount of times that they ever saw me bring a man around them. If I was serious with one, it was almost a year, hell, if they saw him. They can count on one hand how many they've seen throughout their life, and they never saw a man spending nights with me. I didn't say I didn't have one spending the night with me, but my kids never saw men going in and out of my bedroom because um I never wanted. My girls are very impressionable. They look up to their mother. So if I was gonna do something, hell, he had to have his own house, or my kids was not at home. Okay. But people bring kids, bring men in and out of that household. I know I had beautiful girls, okay? And I was not gonna have anybody violating my children. And folks said, well, you should choose better. Hell, you don't never know what's going through a damn person's head. You could try and choose, and you think you know a person, but you don't, you never really know. Hell, some of the guys that I dated, they were always, the few that I dated through the years, we always worked around the same profession. Okay. So just because a person might be a certain way, you might not just see it on their background and stuff, right? And I'm not saying that they were like that. Let me just say that. I'm just saying I was always very precautious. But this cannot become a trend, you guys. It just can't. People got to start being protective of their children, mothers and fathers. Okay, mothers and fathers. It's not acceptable to say, well, I got mental illnesses. I always had been on medicine, so I just took my child out because I had all that stress. Don't even know how to say stress. I had all that stress. And so people are using that as a crutch now, and folks letting them get away with it because the money is in the medicine. Well, we put on medicine, dose up, we take a send on to the crazy house. We can get all kinds of money from the government from that. And the black baby is no longer here. They've tortured the child and cut their lives short, and it's happening at the hands of parents and relatives, and this is crazy. Okay, so rest in peace to the baby. Okay, it's hurtful to me to see that. Like I said, I love children. If you don't want your kids, go take them to, it's folks that's dying, especially for babies. They love a baby. They can't even have babies. Okay. They would love to have that baby. Okay. I can't tell you guys how many child custody cases that I've had to work for different departments where the foster parents couldn't have children, and all of a sudden the unfit parent wanted the child back just to get the money. And I would look at their conditions, and I would have to go do investigative work, and they completely neglected the child. But most states feel like a parent, okay, a blood relative should have the child. But the foster parents had fallen in love with the baby and wanted the child and had a beautiful home, really loving and taking care of the child, a healthy environment, and they would give it back to the parent who just wanted the check, and the child would be neglected, running all around the yard with no shoe, just out in the yard and stuff by themselves, dirty, just letting the child run amok. Didn't even want the child, but taking them out of environments where they're loved and where it's healthy, y'all. This stuff got to stop. And these laws got to change, because everybody that's a parent don't need a child. Okay. Okay. But anyways, you guys, I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to support the channel, you could definitely support the channel via Cash App. I want you guys to know that I love you. I appreciate you so much. I'll talk with you later.